our economy is inextricably bound up with the international economy. So any damage you do to the international economy is going to blow back into the United States. And this is something that Trump doesn't want. You want to remember that one of the reasons that we moved so quickly to shut down the war against Iran after a mere 12 days was because we thought that the Iranians were going to mine the Straits of Hormuz. And that really spooked the Trump administration because they understood that that would have devastating economic consequences. The last thing Donald Trump wants at this point in time is trouble with the international economy, because again, trouble with the international economy spells trouble for the American economy. And this whole idea of secondary sanctions, of putting, massive sanctions on China and India and Brazil because they trade with Russia, is just, I think, not a serious argument.
Interesting about the reaction to this. So one of the first reactions I saw literally just right before we came on the air here, the initial response from Russian media on RIA Novosti was that Trump issues ultimatum on Ukraine. And they say, basically, they repeat the thing that he basically gave 50 days to come up with some kind of a deal. How much do you think Russia actually views? I mean, this is obviously not the state. This is just a media company here, but they use the term ultimatum because an ultimatum implies that you have the power to extract pain or do something really bad. But do you think the Russians actually view these threats as actual potential pain?
Well, I think a little bit of pain for sure, but not much pain at all. I think the Russians want to have good relations with the United States. I think the Russians want to shut down the war in Ukraine. The problem is that the Russians view what's going on in Ukraine as an existential threat. And as a consequence of that, they've come up with a series of demands, which Putin spelled out last June 14th, and which the Russians